Okay, we're here at the Worlds in Cork Island 2022 for the 505 fleet. We've got AJ Conrads and Blaine Pedlow, one of the US teams. AJ, the thing about you, we've seen you around the 50 fleet for a long time. You're a two-boat family because, of course, Ted, your husband, he's a 50 guy, but I believe you've overruled him this regatta.
I don't know about overruled, but I got a turn to do the Worlds, and I'm very grateful for it. So yeah, super happy to be here.
So coming into this regatta, it's a female-male combination. I'm guessing you're skippering?
Indeed.
Yeah, sometimes we switch, but this time I got to skip.
Yeah. So from your expectations, what are you thinking?
I mean, it's honestly really difficult conditions out there with the current and the light air and the big fleet. So just trying to get off the line fast today and make my way up the current.
Yeah.
To the biggest puff.
Okay.
Around the work and win.
Right, exactly. I think it's going to be a challenge to be consistent in this regatta, right? Especially at the very top. I think there are a couple of very, very good boats, but of course, like back where we'll play in the high singles and low double digits, hopefully. I think it's going to be difficult to continue to hold on in that area. So I think that's our goal.
Now, for those who don't know Blaine, he's a sailing coach, just in case you couldn't tell by that debrief right there. That was brilliant. This was a perfect segue to bring you in, mate. I love it. From one of the things that I do a little bit of background now because I'm getting old is I do a lot of coaching. And I think the minute you become a coach, you become a better sailor personally. Do you think that that is a true fact?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I do hope it is. I think that it changes the way that you approach prepping for the sport and prepping for a day on the water. And I think it also makes, in some ways, you're both easier and harder on yourself. I think that you understand appropriate goal setting and what your aim should be for the event. But I also think that it's difficult at times to balance both what your expectations would be of somebody you were coaching and also your expectations are of yourself, right? And the nature of being a coach is that you spend less time participating in the game.
Of course. Your execution falls.
Yes.
Your knowledge climbs.
Correct.
Yeah. So obviously, you coach a lot of boats like Etchells and all that sort of stuff. What do you think of the 50?
I love the 50.
Yeah.
The 50 is the boat that and honestly, I think the Etchells is an interesting shift. I think the 50 is a boat that great sailors who sail on other people's boats come to sail their own boats in the 50, right? And the Etchells, I think, very much, in many ways, used to be that way.
Yeah.
Maybe it still is to some degree. But I think the 505 is a sailor's boat, and so it's really enjoyable to spend time here. And this is a great regatta to be competing against some of the best in the world. Always beautiful venues. You always enjoy coming sailing at the 505 regatta, and the camaraderie in the fleet's great. So. Yeah.
Okay, well, so AJ, it's almost the same question for you, but we've seen you around the 50 boat park for a long, long time now. I think at least 2007, so I can remember. I'm guessing you came through that college system that the US does, that sailing system. So why the 50 for you?
I thought about doing 470s after college and maybe trying to do the Olympic thing. And I just did one regatta and was pretty put off by not knowing what I was doing, but not really having kind of a fleet there to help me. And then my husband, Ted, had gotten into the 50. And I think at first I thought I was too small to sail 50s.
Yeah.
But he invited me to sail down in San Diego one weekend. And it was super fun and everyone was super helpful. Everyone is just always trying to lift the level of the fleet by helping people learn, helping people understand how to rig. And so that was really welcoming. And after sailing in San Francisco a few times, I realized that, you don't have to be a huge, it's nice to be a lot stronger in San Francisco Bay, but I could do it. And especially with a big crew like Blaine, it's a super fun boat to sail.
Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, and now we have 3 kids, so I don't get to sail that often.
Yep.
And with such a huge, deep, welcoming fleet, it's really nice to be able to hop in and sail every once in a while.
Okay.
I'd like to sail more though.
Of course, we'd like you to sail more, but we also like to see Ted here because he's a wonderful man.
Yeah.
The last one then is the goals for the regatta.
Our goal.
Yeah. I think that we'd like to. the less specific goal is to like be able to capitalize on our really like when things align to be able to sail to our like highest level. So I think that can turn into a single digit performance for us for sure.
Yep.
And so like when the good start and correct side of the course come together, like can we execute and be able to hold that together?
Yep.
And so I think that we'd like to put a couple of one-digit scores on the board if we can.
Right.
And I think that's a good stretch for us.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best. We hope you get your goals in the regatta, and we look forward to chatting to you after your race win and dominating the class for the day.
Beautiful. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Yeah.